Greetings and welcome to Northwest Missouri State University's Bearcat Arena and the commencement exercises for spring 2017. I'm Dr. Matt Walker, Associate Professor and Director of the School of Communication and Mass Media. The candidates for graduation will enter the arena soon, but first I'd like to introduce our musicians. You've been listening to the Bell Tower Brass Ensemble under the direction of Maestro John Bell. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bell Tower Brass Ensemble. Just a couple of things before our ceremony begins. We've got a great ceremony planned for today, and we thank you for being a part of our celebration. Please take a moment now to check your cell phone and make sure that it's on silent. For your safety as well as the candidates, we ask that you refrain from taking photographs in the aisles or the area in front of the stage. We have a photo area on the right of the stage for your convenience. Please feel free to use this area, but don't block the aisles or deter the graduates from returning to their seats. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, would you please stand as you're able for the presentation of flags? Members of the Missouri National Guard present today's Honor Guard.
Order, on. Right, right. Forward, march. Left, 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 left.
International students who represent their classmates carry the flags of their countries. They are led by Dr. Jeff Foote, Director of Admissions and International Programs. Would you please remain standing for the entrance of the platform party? The platform party is led by Grand Marshal Dr. Sue Millikangas, Associate Professor of Recreation in the School of Health Science and Wellness. The Northwest banner is being carried by Student Senate President Hannah Sears. Ladies and gentlemen, Northwest Missouri State University proudly presents the candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences. The College of Arts and Sciences includes the following academic departments: Language, Literature, and Writing, Fine and Performing Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Mathematics and Statistics, and Natural Sciences. Graduates are escorted by honor banner carrier Madeline Pospisil. Northwest proudly presents the degree candidates from the School of Agricultural Sciences. Graduates are escorted by honor banner carrier Elizabeth Eichhoff. Northwest proudly presents the degree candidates from the School of Health Science and Wellness. The School of Health Science and Wellness consists of the following disciplines: Foods and Nutrition, Health and Physical Education, Recreation, School Guidance, and Psychology. Graduates are escorted by honor banner carrier Jordan Redden. Would you please welcome the faculty of Northwest Missouri State University? Assisting our faculty is Dr. Rebecca Donnell, Professor of Music in the College of Arts and Sciences. Now, if you would, please remain standing, face the flag on the stage, and join in singing our national anthem, led by the voice of the Bearcat Marching Band, Matthew Peacher, who will receive his bachelor's degree this afternoon.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Now, would you please welcome the president of Northwest Missouri State University, Dr. John Jasinski.
Well, good afternoon, Bearcats. Good afternoon, Bearcats. This is about you. We're going to have fun today. Should we have fun today? Okay, we'll try that. Yeah, we love all of you. Welcome, everyone, to the Spring 2017 commencement ceremonies. Welcome to all of you that are here, and certainly those watching online via Bearcat Nation. What a beautiful day, right? Every day is a great day to be a Bearcat, but this is a chapter that's culminating for each and every one of you. A chapter in your time at Northwest Missouri State University. It's coming to a close today, but really a new chapter is going to be written because your chapter is just at the beginning, and we're looking forward to many stories as you become Bearcat alumni a little later this afternoon. This is a great accomplishment, ladies and gentlemen. We talk a lot about 1/3 of the American community and internationally have a bachelor's degree or more. So you're part of a thin number of people that hold the bachelor's degree, and we're so thankful for that. You've earned that right to learn and to be critical thinkers, to be leaders, to know how to follow, to practice diversity, equity, and inclusion, to really embrace life and each other. And we're so very proud for what you do. I tell you what, let me take a step back. So we had a ceremony last night, master's degree ceremony, had one this morning, and already it's been full of fireworks, a lot going on. Last night, for example, young lady, Megan, was sitting in the second row, first seat. Megan Hamilton, she was 9.5 months pregnant, having contractions when she came into the arena. Walked across the stage, got her picture taken back there, and just did a beeline out of the arena. Had a baby an hour and a half later. I have one beef, didn't name the baby Bearcat. But welcome Hatcher to the Bearcat family. How about that? Yeah. This morning's 10 a.m. ceremony was great, and I'll tell you what, the graduates and the crowd were fired up throughout the entire ceremony, so my challenge to each and every one of you is let's be fired up and engaged and energized throughout this ceremony. How do we do that? We're going to shake things up a little bit. So I'm going to walk through the ceremony here. Music introduction we've got going on right now. Dr. Jay's talking right now. Before I bring up our commencement speaker, you guys, actually I'll bring our commencement speaker up, Karen Daniel, and then after that we'll do diplomas, and you'll take a picture right down here with me, so be ready for that. Make sure your diplomas, this way. Then we'll have, words from our alumni representative, Mark DeVore, and then we'll have some beach balls and celebrate and have you guys go off and have a great time tonight. Maybe a little Earth, Wind, and Fire kick back there and music from our band. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, all right? So a few thank yous, a few call-outs first. We need to have you guys thank your family and loved ones who are here and watching at home because they helped you get here. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud every commencement to be up here and throughout the year to celebrate our faculty and staff. They're truly the reason why we do what we do and how we do it. They bring you success, every student, every day. Please help me welcome our unbelievable faculty and our staff. We thank our Board of Regents, our platform party for all that they do and what they represent in terms of our focus on student success. And I would ask you to thank your fellow students, too, for all of their success. I think you'll be thanking Karen Daniel as well. She's our commencement speaker today. Her bio's in your program. It's an unbelievable bio. She's got a group here, and we welcome them, Karen's guests. And please help me welcome Karen's guests, too. So a little bit about our graduating class up on the screen here. 233 graduates last night, 661 this afternoon, nearly 900 new alumni at the end of today. You are one of them. That's incredible, right? Youngest graduate's 19, our oldest graduate's 59. We were celebrating a gentleman this morning who started his career at Northwest Missouri State in 1979. And he persisted, and he finished Thursday night with his art exhibit. And I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that's an example of grit, resilience, and perseverance that Bearcats are all about. When I provide thanks, it's important to take a step back and also thank those that serve our country, the men and women who are in active duty and who have bravely served before them. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are part of the military, active or otherwise, will you please stand and be recognized for your service? Also, I know, ladies and gentlemen, that during your time at Northwest Missouri State University, you've lost classmates, you've lost friends and family members. We too have as well, faculty and staff. In fact, just in the last week or so, School of Ag Sciences faculty member Rusty Shipley passed away. And so I would ask for a moment of silence to really remember the contributions of not just Rusty, but all those that have passed during your time here at Northwest. Thank you very much. Their contributions, obviously, focusing on student success, every student, every day, very important. At Northwest Missouri State, we talk about Bearcats Connect. Bearcats do indeed connect, and there's so many different ways to connect. And what we're going to do is show you a video here that will kind of illustrate what these connections are all about at Northwest Missouri State University.
Northwest roped me in the first time I was here on campus. I was just looking around and I was picturing myself walking to class under the trees and in the sunlight and the bell towers there. It really felt like I could fit.
The culture that Northwest has, being so friendly towards one another, you're not going to feel out of place when you come to school here.
We're all like a family here. There's no arrogance, there's no ignorance. We're all here for each other.
There's no other university that's going to care about you like the way Northwest does. There is seriously nothing like it.
We come in fresh out of high school. We have all of these different ideas of what we believe college is and what we believe college will be. It pushes us to grow as individuals.
There are people here are so involved with you and your education. I think that is really important and what makes this place what it is.
Having professors that actually care about you and show that they care about you makes all the difference in the world. They've made this experience one of my best experiences, and it's unforgettable.
Here, 100%, everyone is on your team.
I feel like every Bearcat feels prideful because we know we come from a good organization and we know that we have like those people looking out for us.
I love the fact that we can go to simple things like the basketball games and the football games, and I can know absolutely no one there, but the fact that we are all Bearcats makes us one.
I truly love being with other Bearcats, cheering on the team.
People from all over, even alum, travel back for the games. This is on another level, the spirit that is here at Northwest.
We knock the whole season dead, and then we rip our own field apart and throw it in a pond. That is so brutal.
Walking across campus, I'll catch myself just looking around and seeing this place is beautiful, and I'm gonna miss that about it, just being able to look around and see different spots that, oh, I remember when I, just hung out by Colden Pond and studied or something with my friend freshman year.
I have interacted with so many people from so many different cultures and backgrounds that I never thought I would meet. And that alone has been crucial to who I am as a person.
Take risk here, join a group that you didn't think you're gonna be able to join. Declare a major that you're interested in, but you aren't really sure if this is what you want. You're not gonna know unless you don't try.
I think my dreams really took shape when I was at Northwest. All my professors really helped me develop that passion, that this is what you should be doing. And it was like, yes, this is what I should be doing.
Enjoy it, because once you leave here, you're not gonna have those experiences again.
I am grateful and blessed here at Northwest, and
It's been more than anything I could ever imagine.
Because of Northwest, I'm a better me, and I appreciate that.
Freshman year, I couldn't wait to go home on the weekends because I just wanted to be home. But now this is home.
My heart is here. The people I've met and the things we've done together, I couldn't trade that for anything. I couldn't possibly put a value on that.
I think you'll agree Todd Weddle from our Marketing Communication Department put together a beautiful video, he and his staff. So please, thanks to Todd. You're part of history, ladies and gentlemen. Are you not? What's that mean? So let me come out here and talk to you a little bit here. Let me find my microphone. Okay, so you're part of history. What's that mean? Well, think about our Bearcat marching band. Dalton, you're graduating today. Matt, and so many others. Can we give a round of applause for the Bearcat marching band and our band in general? Truly championship performances. You know, you get nervous a little bit, but then when you have the speakers in the front row, and they've won like 20 plus national championships, and they're saying, well, Dr. J, just get extemporaneous and start talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Los Angeles Lakers, right, Sean? That's what you... No, I'm not doing that. Round of applause for the speaking Bearcats. Stand and be recognized. So let me ask you a few questions. How many of you are champions? Everybody raise your hand. The whole audience raise your hand. Northwest Missouri State University is a university of champions. We can actually talk about basketball and football this year being history making, but there's so much more on the academic side and throughout Northwest Missouri State University. Let me ask you a few more questions. How many of you have family members who are alumni of Northwest Missouri State University? Raise your hands. Okay. Good, thank you. How many of you were student employees at Northwest Missouri State? Quite a few. How many of you have had internships while you've been at Northwest Missouri State University? All right, very good. How many of you participated in a student organization of some type? Most of you. How many of you are part of the Greek system? Fraternity, sorority, very good. Thank you very much. How many of you took part in tearing down a goalpost? Not many presidents get to ask that question. I have to ask the question, okay? How many of you got a parking, can I ask this question? How many of you got a parking ticket while you're at Northwest Missouri? How many of you sent that home for mom and dad to pay? My goodness. Parents, we can talk afterwards. It's okay. Zen or Chick-fil-A? Zen? Chick-fil-A. So how about this? We're going to make it a little interactive before I bring Karen and Daniel to the podium to give your commencement address. I'm going to come out to the audience and ask you guys a few questions. Is that fair? You guys ready? All right. The first question, let me kind of give you the rundown on a few of the questions, and we'll go from there. First of all, in one word, how would you describe Northwest Missouri State? That's one question. Second one would be, what advice would you give to students who are thinking about coming to Northwest Missouri State University? What will you miss the most about Northwest might be a question. What makes you forever green? And how did Northwest make you a better person? You ready to go? I'll start with that one. How did Northwest make you a better person? This morning I challenged, I said, I've always had this vision of me jumping down, falling, going viral. And I want to do it on purpose in a way, but then, oh, thank God. Okay, thank you very much. How did Northwest make you a better person?
Northwest made me a better person by exposing me to things that I would not have tried without Northwest and opening me to new experiences.
Goody, what's your, what do you think? You knew I was going to come to you. How did Northwest make you a better person, Nick?
With all the leadership opportunities and everything that, just connections with one-on-one with professors and faculty members, learning from them.
Thank you very much. Describe Northwest in one word, Matt. Be surprised, I already asked the question. Come on.
Family.
Awesome.
Oh, one word, Northwest.
Home.
Oh, that's beautiful. One word.
Unimaginable.
I like that. Very good. Pretty appropriate. Very good. You guys ready? Where'd you spend most time on campus at Northwest Missouri State? I didn't really ask that before.
Fuck. Woo.
Where'd you spend the most time on campus?
Library.
Where's your mom and dad? Library. Yeah, baby. How did Northwest make you a better person, Sean?
I got to do more here than I think I would have anywhere else.
Very good. Advice you'd give an incoming student?
Just try what you want to try and go out there.
Oh, do I have to answer?
Should she have to answer? Yeah. Exactly. The answer is, I think it's unanimous. Yeah. Yes.
This is really rude of you.
That's never happened at commencement, actually. Help me out. What advice would you give to an incoming student? Help her out.
I would just tell them to have an open mind.
Very good. Thank you very much. I love it. What advice would you guys give to an incoming student?
Finish your degree.
What would you guys say?
Advice? I'd say get involved. That's the only way you're really going to your experience to the fullest.
Get involved, finish your degree. Any advice?
Come to your office.
Very good. Thank you very much. Jordan Simmons, can you stand up for a second? I'm going to call you out for a second. Just stand up, Jordan. It's okay. So Jordan Simmons is right there. I just spotted him in the audience. This morning, I mentioned that we had a guy that started in 1979, finished his degree. Jordan Simmons was scheduled to graduate in 2012, but life took him in different paths. Had a daughter, Jade, right? And then 5 weeks ago, had a son, Jordan Jr. Is Jordan here? Jordan's here, right? But finish your degree is just beautiful advice because Jordan Simmons finished his degree. Congratulations, Jordan. Sorry, I didn't mean to put anybody in the spot over there. I got to be careful next time. I love the library answer. So, Mom and Dad, you should be very proud, and we can actually go track and see if that's true or not. So, we won't do that, really. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, so many connections. Thank you for going along with me there. But the connections are real, and I'll tell you what, you'll hear from Karen Daniel right now. Her connection to Northwest Missouri State University is very special. It's a pleasure to bring her to the podium. She's a Northwest 1980 alumna. She's a champion of education, and you'll hear that in her remarks. She's a champion of Northwest Missouri State University, widely known and respected business management expert, the chief financial officer at the global company, the global leader Black & Veatch out of Kansas City. She's the chair of the Kansas City Chamber of Commerce this year. She is a leader, ladies and gentlemen. She's a Bearcat. Her story is in the program. This morning, we accorded her an honorary doctoral degree. That doesn't happen very often at Northwest Missouri State University. It's for those people who touch lives, who champion education, who give back, who uplift Bearcats. Karen Daniel indeed does that. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to ask Dr. Tim Mote to come forward and put her hood on her as she speaks to you as Dr. Karen Daniel. Please help me welcome Karen Daniel to the podium. And it's green and white, too. You love that.
Wow. Good afternoon, Bearcat Nation. Now, come on. Just got a little doctorate degree and standing up here saying, Dr. Daniel. You know, I think about standing here in this gymnasium, and I am still overwhelmed by the opportunity I was afforded to get my education at Northwest Missouri State. I thought I had goosebumps earlier standing here at the beginning of my remarks, and now I will tell you I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude for my journey having passed through Maryville, Missouri and Northwest Missouri State. It's changed my life in so many ways. So I am very, very grateful to Dr. Jasinski, Dr. Mote, the faculty, Board of Regents, other distinguished guests. Thank you so much for this tremendous honor to be here today. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. So I'm going to turn my attention to the graduates and say first, congratulations to you. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's a great accomplishment. Hope you go out and have fun tonight. It appears you were safe last night. You made it here today. Be safe tonight. And then I also want the family, friends who are here in support of your graduation to give themselves a round of applause. And I would say to the parents, give yourselves a standing ovation. Job well done. There we go. Job well done. And I would, thank you. No, I would also like to thank the faculty who guided you guys and nurtured you here today. And to the faculty, you may now wipe your brow because they're gone. They're leaving. Seriously, I come back to Maryville a lot. I come back, a lot of us, we were talking at lunch, we're here and we come back. And we come back because Maryville, specifically Northwest Missouri State, got it right. It is a great institution. And when I talk about why did they get it right, how did they get it right? Because they focused on academics first. Parents don't mind dropping their kids off at Northwest Missouri State. The next reason we got it right is that Northwest Missouri State has always had a futuristic view of the world as we educated students. Way back when, the electronic campus, but now the focus on innovation, the focus on communications, entrepreneurism, that's top notch. The third reason I believe Northwest got it right is that Northwest Missouri State embraces diversity and inclusion. It is not just something we talk about. And the last one is about sports. Not because sports and all that rank above anything else. It's part of the culture we have at Northwest Missouri State about winning. Congratulations to the team here that won the national championship. In the earlier session, there were others. So it's really about a winning culture. When you have a winning culture, you can go and do great things. I came back in 1998 to do the commencement speech then. Today, of course, fast forward many years later, and I'm standing here thinking about, okay, what happened when I was here 40 years ago, more than 40 years ago when I was a freshman. And I knew then it was a very special place. I came back in 1998 and I was looking on the internet, be impressed. I know how to do it, right? But I was looking on the internet about what was going on in 1998 that I could use to compare and contrast Northwest Missouri State. And all of a sudden it hit me right between the eyes. Well, that fall, Northwest Missouri State won its first national football championship. First, right? You can celebrate. It was awesome. I was there. I went to Florence, Alabama with my advisor. It was a great day. Now, fast forward, and here I stand after we've won back-to-back national championships in football. The only Division II school in the country to win football and basketball in the same year. Only school. And I'm going to suggest maybe to Dr. J that this is a trend. I should come back. What do you think? No, really, it really is a winning tradition here, and I'm delighted to be back. I want to talk a little bit about how growing up shaped me and how education shapes us all. Sometimes you're just lucky in life. Sometimes you're just lucky. And my luck started when I was born into the Daniel family. My parents, my siblings, they make who we are collectively. And I also say that what we do to kids or what we do for kids shape them as they grow up. And I want to tell you what my mother did for me. Next year, at this very time, we will have recognized the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. Sad day in our country. I was 10 years old. And first, our mother got us home safely because Kansas City experienced riots for days. Then she sat us in front of the television. You guys ever do what your parents tell you to do? She says, sit down. You need to watch this and understand what is going on. This man, through community service, gave his very life for you to have opportunities. And when opportunities come your way, you owe it to him and yourself to be prepared and to seize those opportunities. And that set me on a journey to get my education, and it clearly has been a game changer for me. But she did that for me. And I have some guests that Dr. J mentioned over here to the left. They are my nieces, 5 of them. Please stand. I couldn't love them anymore if they were my very own. And I asked them to join me today because I wanted them to experience Bearcat Nation. And I wanted them to see you guys in your caps and gowns because I want them to have the same opportunity I had. I've moved from being a student to a graduate to a board member. Now I am officially a recruiter for the Bearcats. And I'm telling you, earlier I said I had 3 of them hooked. They informed me over lunch I was wrong. There were 4 of them hooked, 4 out of the 5, okay? So now I'm a recruiter. And I just have to say this. You asked about who was involved in the Greek family. I see my soror sitting right here on the front row. Delta Sigma Theta. Okay? All right. So let's talk about you guys and where you're going. Today you graduate, and I know you've already been thinking about your life, planning your life, and I want to give you a little bit of advice, right? Do what your parents tell you to do. Do what I ask you to do. You willing? My mother told me, she drove up here to Maryville, she and my grandmother came back home and said, "You're going to Northwest Missouri State." I said, okay. That's where I'm going, and that's where I went. But, so think about this. You guys have a great future ahead of you. I can already tell you with what Dr. J said about the number of people who have the opportunity to go to college. College isn't for everyone, but for those who want to go, it's a great thing. And you made your first really good decision in choosing Northwest Missouri State. So what we know about you as young people about to get your degrees is that you're brilliant, you're really on top of technology, you want to be involved, you want to be leaders. All of those are great things. And oh, by the way, if you didn't notice, that was the positive feedback you guys always ask for, right? So with all of that talent, what do you do? And what I want to say to you is that you need to think about what you are really, really passionate about. What really matters? You know, one of my friends said to me, life is too short not to do something that matters. So what do you have passion about? What's your purpose in life? Why are you here? What's your journey? How are you going to get to where you want to be? Now, you can overthink some of that. I can tell you already, having sat in your chair, you're not old enough to have all the answers. And we're not asking you to have all the answers. What I am saying, though, is you do need to do some planning around this passion. You can't have it all figured out. I will say to you that passion will help you overcome fear. When you are afraid to take steps, that turns into regret. Someday in your life, if you let fear control you, not get out on that edge, you're going to have regret. Could've, would've, should've. We don't want to do that. Then you're going to be faced with adversity and things that you just couldn't have planned for. So if you remain flexible and be true to that passion, you will be on your way. My passion when I was growing up was to be a teacher. In part because my grandmother was a teacher, but the other part was I wanted to be a learner. Good teachers are good learners. So I wanted to be a teacher, and I followed that passion all the way as I came to Northwest Missouri State. Then I met Johnny Imes. Johnny Imes was my accounting teacher. She was my advisor. She became my lifelong friend. Because she was my advisor, I took her advice. She said, that's not going to work out for you. You are not going to be good teaching little people. It's not going to happen. So I took her advice for the moment, and she said, if you insist on this teaching thing, go to graduate school, then at least you can teach at the college level. Little people will not be for you. So I did, and I went on, but I never let go of that passion. I just found other ways to be a teacher, and I do it at my job every day. My dad was another one that did something for me. And I was a young auditor at KPMG, and I was telling him about this and this and this, and he stopped me dead in my tracks. You'd have to know my father. He was 6'5", battalion chief, fire department. He said, Karen, I don't want to hear about your problems. Well, kind of set me back a little bit. Followed it up with, I want to hear what you're doing about your problems. What are you doing about them? Are you coming up with solutions? So he said, well, what about this? And I said, well, I plan to do X. And he said, well, what if that doesn't work? And I said, well, then I'll do Y. And what's plan B if Y doesn't work? And I told him Z. And my point here is that he taught me problem-solving skills. You got to have the answer 3 levels deep. And that gave me a skill that helped me at my job every day. So what I would say to you guys, you got this passion over here, but the big message today is to dream big. Don't settle. I just learned that today. On the championship ring, it says, don't settle. Don't settle. Dream big. I'm still dreaming every single day. It's really important to marry passion and dreaming, because if you have those two together, whatever comes your way, you can stay on your journey, your path, and achieve whatever level of success you want. You know, my dream was to have an education that would afford me opportunities. My dream included a career that would differentiate me. And my dream also included time and resources to give back to my family, to my university, and the community. And that's what I do. I do it because my passion around education has morphed into serving. You have to serve. And at work, one of my jobs at work is to grow our business in sub-Saharan Africa. I took a trip to South Africa, among some other countries there, but South Africa was special because when I got there, the team said, we have to take you to Mandela Square. And in Mandela Square, there is a bigger-than-life, on-purpose statue of Nelson Mandela. And I was in Mandela Square. It's 3 stories tall. Even me standing next to it, I didn't even come up to his knee. And I'm standing there, and it comes to me that my professional life and my personal life have now intersected. My professional life brought me to the foot of his statue, but the impact was really on my personal life. Because if you think about Nelson Mandela and leadership and serving, he served 27 years in prison and overcame adversity. He figured out that if he fed the rats a little bit of food, they wouldn't bite him. When he was finally released, he had a very positive attitude about leadership and people, and therefore united South Africa and showed the world what leadership is really about. So when you think about your life, we need leaders in every aspect of our community, education, the neighborhoods, political scene, all of it. We need leaders, and I'm calling on you to make that part of your dream. Because my niece, Leslie Doyle, who graduated from Northwest Missouri State in 1997, sent me a quote. It's on my board in my office. And the quote is, if serving is beneath you, leadership is beyond you. Think about that. Life's too short not to do something that matters. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So we need leaders, and I implore you to go seek your careers, be good to your families, and look for ways to lead. I know you have it in you. Now, I'll tell you one last story. I have the good privilege of being the leader of our Global Finance and Information Technology Solutions Group. It's a long word. We call it GIFTS for short. And we have this company-wide meeting that gets broadcast across the globe. And I was standing up there making my presentation in my appropriate Bearcat gear, because this was just a few days after we won the National Basketball Championship. Dr. J sent me a text with Pelham's picture cutting down the nets, and behind me, that picture showed up on the screen. So I had a few minutes to talk about our Bearcats, right? Why not? No one else has done what we did. So as this meeting continues, the professionals have the opportunity to send anonymous questions through a texting device to ask me at the end of my comments. And we made it to the end of the comments, and the lady, our treasurer that collects these comments, she was looking at me, should I not? And eventually, she says, okay, KD, they call me KD. Okay, KD, this isn't really work-related, but we have a question here, and it is, what is a Bearcat? Really? Surely you're not calling out my Bearcats. Surely not. So I made fun for a little bit of the Iowa Hawkeye mascot, and so I can see people on their telephones looking up Bearcat. So I squared my shoulders, stood tall, looked straight into the camera, on the audience, around the globe, and I said, in a word, what Dr. J asked, in a word, how do you describe Bearcat? A Bearcat is a winner. All right? A Bearcat is a winner. You heard it here from Dr. Daniel. Seriously, Bearcats are winners. And I would just say to you, as Bearcats, go out and win the game of life. You got a great road ahead of you, and I know you will do well. Forever green, thank you.
Bearcats, we have winners everywhere. Dr. Karen Daniel is indeed a Bearcat winner. Again, a round of applause for Doc.
I'm now honored to introduce Northwest's Provost and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Timothy Mote.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to recognize those baccalaureate students graduating with honors this afternoon. Their names appear in your commencement program beside a single, double, or triple asterisk. Students graduating cum laude are wearing white honors cords. They have earned a grade point average from 3.5 to 3.74, and their names appear beside a single asterisk. Students graduating magna cum laude are wearing green honors cords. They've earned a grade point average of 3.75 to 3.94, and their names appear beside a double asterisk. Students wearing gold honors cords have earned a grade point average of 3.95 to 4.0. Their names appear in the program beside a triple asterisk, and they will graduate summa cum laude. Honors program graduates are noted with the plus symbol in the program. Would all degree candidates graduating with honors this afternoon please stand so we can recognize you.
Would you please welcome the Associate Provost of Undergraduate Studies and the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Michael Steiner.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? President Jasinski, these candidates, upon my recommendation and on the recommendation of the faculty and chairpersons of the Departments of Language, Literature and Writing, Fine and Performing Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, mathematics and statistics, and natural sciences are presented to you for conferral of bachelor's degrees. Will these candidates please come forward? For the comfort of graduates and viewing pleasure of our guests, candidates, you may sit back down until your row is released.
Madeline Marie Pospichel. Matthew Allen Peacher. Courtney Madison Bomberger. Jonathan Fears Dillon. Dalton E. Haberman. Sean David Carter. Nicholas Ryan Faramond. Jacob Curtis Admonson. Leah Mae Carlson. Sarah Ann Voisard. Marcy Ann Weber. Jacqueline Elizabeth Swengrosh. Timothy Lee Elliott. John Marshall Otis. Aaron William Feehan. Trey Allen Vinke. Michael John Keefe. Caroline Harrison Cox. Marlon James Oliver. Jasmine Anye Banks. Jessica Ruth Sanders. Anthony Todd Ely Jr. Rodney Tilden McDuffie II. Alicia Lynette Johnson. Vayshawn Preston Lamont Dixon. Jacob William Welchins. Dylan Morgan Espy.
Yeah, Dylan.
Brandon Michael Thomas. Sarah Nicole Saladin. Chase Joseph Landry. Caitlin Janae Triplett. Emily Blair Spittler. Katie Jo Middaw. Lindsay Nicole Williams. Michaela Lee Guyman Heinz. Kaylee Ann Flood. Tyler A. Foster. Ryan E. Miller. Alexander D. Henry. Charlene Iman Spearman. Ashley Nicole Hawkins. Jacob Boone McKnight. Courtney Joe Leeper. Abby Jane Voorhees. Sarah Marie Vineyard. Lucas John Anderson. Kyle Stephen Bell. Lauren Ashley Delaney. Ryan Daniel Burrows. Cassidy Nicole Lee. Benjamin Michael Trewin. Drake Thomas Ford. Corey Alexander Stadelman. Derek Allen Dow. Ashley Olivia Burns. Brianna Kamei Patterson. Jacques Marcus Lamar Davidson Jr. Luke Ryan Schmitz. Brendan Joseph Hotteshell. Jacqueline Michelle Polashek. Amanda Marie Brendel. Kurt Allen Lee. Brenna Shea Mabry. Alexandra Nicole Davis. Bradley D. Munson. Shannon Beth Hubbard. Jacob Patrick Nelson. Miranda K. Snell. Matthew Walter Ramus. Selena Gail Kendall. Alexis S. Benegas. Kristen I. Hollabaugh. Miley Lynn Green. Jordan Nicole Smith. Elizabeth Ann Penrose. Kelly Ray Wilson. Dustin D. Wetzel. Ciara Lynn Means. Cody John Anthony Albrecht. Kayla Jordan Simmons. Samuel Addison German. Alexandra Marie Crossfield. Courtney Ann Milius. Kylie Joanne Stoner. Chelsea Renee Smith. Jessica Ray Hinderleiter. Mitchell Gerard Larson. Jacob Scott Reeve. Austin C. Rolfus. Colin Matthew Scheel. Faith A. Davis. Sierra Ann Weber. Allison Scott Parks. Andrea Lynn Boswell. Ashley Brianne Reynolds. Allison Ray Nisley. Sarah Marie Rupp. Hunter James Andrews. Chelsea Nicole Fannin. Robert Dane Moss. Dalton Michael Price. Logan Catherine Taylor. Paige Louise Deals. Graham Jeffrey Hoffman. Carlacia Darche Lucas. Sarah Giles Ellsbury. Lauren Elizabeth Hensley. Jonathan William Harley. Billy Joe Crawford III.
We will pause for a moment while our degree candidates finish getting their picture taken and return to their seats. Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the professional schools please rise? That would be the rest of you. President Jasinski, these candidates, upon my recommendation on the recommendation of the faculty, chairpersons, and directors of the School of Agricultural Sciences and the School of Health Science and Wellness, are presented to you for conferral of bachelor's degrees. Will these candidates please come forward? For the comfort of the graduates and viewing pleasure of our guest candidates, you may sit back down until your row is released.
Elizabeth Mary Eichhoff. Lindy Danielle Madison. Tyler Lee Foster. Jesse Logan Parker. Cord Allen Hittner. Amanda Jane Trotter. Jessica Lee Johnson. Cooper Ray Bailey. Todd A. Stokes. Philip L. Wooster. Derek Wayne Gray. Kelton Wayne Kurtz. Brock Andrew Deist. Jacob Wade Peterson. Tanya Irene Hardy. Anna Nicole Coy. Maggie Ann Hoagland. Isabella Renee Lay. Clarissa K. Chamberlain. Caitlin Elizabeth Fuller. Michael Dean Edinger. Samantha Lynn Doty. Abby J. Pothoven. Sarah Cherie Bliley. Grant David Parman. Taylor D. Regina Clinton. Carly M. Morgan. Crystal Lee Patton. Alec M. Dunn. Grant W. Boland. Michael Austin Witten. Haley Joe Bacon. John Wayne Duke. Dane Richard Hember. Mitchell Joseph Plants. Heath R. Evans. Rebecca Ann Riley. Callie Jean Holt. Taylor Delane Daly. Miranda Nicole Vest. Morgan Ann Shaper-Cotter. Paige Elizabeth Volkins. Austin Lee Ray. Carissa Joy Barr. Jessica Jo Bono. Sarah Ann Schroeder. Sarah A. Higgins. Lane April Beatty. Amy Marie Bunzy. Megan Lucille Binder. Darcy Ellen Gallagher. Alexander Lee Johnson. Jabe Hatfield Ramsey. Matthew Joe Waltz. Spencer Edwin Staples. Mishitona Lee Sayers. Carly Ann Qualheim. Damon Tyler Sunderman. Cole Lewis Sunderman. Travis William Hersberg. Amberly Ann Philly. Brandon James Nindick. Jacob Jeffrey Beckenmeyer. Joshua Darren Nienieser. Tristan Ray Earl. Austin Keith Alitz. Andrew Patrick Gaffridge. Garrett C. Aukus. Cameron Lawrence Loyler. Emily Ann Franken. Jenna Lynn James. Allie Elizabeth McClure. Roger Garen Gibson. Timothy Lee Niemeyer. Hayden Thomas Hausman. Austin Keegan Walker. Austin Roger Sorensen. Sydney Shea Weiss. Jason Eugene Denning. Seth Anderson Phillips. Ricky Marie Yulin. Megan Emily Gangwish. Bryce Daniel Evans. Dakota James Niemeyer. Jordan Lee Richardson. Nicole Michelle Stork. Cassandra D. Moore. Dylan James Steens. Alexander Stephen Catron. Colton Lehman. Schaefer J. Townsend. Carly Marie Wilhelmy. Jasmine Brooke Howe. Rebecca Marie Adamak. Sarah Nicole McIntyre. Madeline Eva Geyer. Emma Taylor Klepfer. Hannah Marie Browning. Carly N. Chris. Taylor Michelle Hufford. Andrea Nicole Scott. Brooke Taylor Kirby. Brianne S. Karras. Allison Paige Panay. Maitland Grace Wells. Zachary Ryan Logsden. Victor M. Torres. Cale James Korbelik. Kaylee Elizabeth McGinley. Brandon Tyler Carr. Timothy Lee Gorman. Brian Christopher Bogus. Nicholas Robert Ubben. Drennan James Johnson. Dylan Scott Alexander. Bethany Garland Miller. Catherine Grace Mitzloff. Lindsay Nicole Burnett. Alexis Kim Moore. Casey Lee Schulte. Taylor Joy Essa Brown. Thank you. Brianna Lynn Perdue. Carly Jane Nielsen. Samuel Charles Martell. Jillian Nicole Newton. Jordan Dyrell Redden. Robert Hunter Davis. Andrea Marie Byer. Cassie Marie McKenzie. Stephanie Kate Sloan. Joel Anthony Hamilton. Taryn Elizabeth Traub. Anique Marianne Colin. Lorena Miroslava Rivas Jarolim. Thanks. Alyssa L. Jones. Jordan Renee Weddle. Rebecca Christine Duncan. Chantel E. Adams. Nicole Lynn Rosaboom. Jeannie Marie Schleip. Kellyanne Paige Baker. Callie Renee Bales. Morgan N. Glade. Courtney R. Chappell. Hannah Rose McNear. James Justice Heaton. Conley? Okay. Jeffrey Alexander Conley. Christina Nicole Hansen. Kaylee Brianne Coulter. Shay Daylin Schluter. Cassandra Renee Jones. Ellie Susan Martin. Trelicia Danielle Ward. Rayana Alexis Williams. Alexis Trinae Turner. Adrian Elise Smith. Devin Monte Stepney. Chastity Alexis Jackson. Jordan Andrew Whiters. Stephen Glenn McDonald. The Jordan Johnson. Jordan Michael Simmons. Brandon Michael Ballinger. Madison Corey Johnson. Catherine J. McLean. I appreciate that. Madison Marie Douglas. Lauren A. Ellsbury. Emily Nicole Smith. Lacey D. Peregrine. Samantha Teal Cates. Madison Nicole Kofer. Anna Joy Nelson. Madison Michelle Driscoll. Stephanie Yvonne Welsh. Whitney Ann Colburn. Lindsay Beth Suzanne Garrison. Courtney Lynn Schultz. Leandre Emmanuel Washington.
We'll pause just for a minute while our degree candidates finish getting their picture taken here. Will the candidates for bachelor's degree please stand? By the authority vested in me by the State of Missouri and the Board of Regents, I confer upon you, subject to completion of all requirements as certified by our registrar, the bachelor's degree, and admit you to the fellowship of educated men and women with all its rights, honors, privileges, and obligations. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me congratulate these new graduates as they move their tassels. Be seated. Just about done with the ceremony. We're going to hear from our Alumni Association and to kind of wrap things up. Mark DeBoer is a 1971 graduate of Northwest Missouri State and an Alumni Association Board Director. Let's give him a big Bearcat welcome.
B-A-R-C-A-T-S, Bearcats, Bearcats, go Bearcats! Woo. Thank you, Bobby. Congratulations to all of you graduates. This is an awesome day and it's your day. I'm here today to represent the Alumni Association, and as you graduate, you enter that alumni group, and we receive you with open arms and encourage you to continue to lead as you go along. We are an alumni group of over 50,000 out there, and we all across the country, around the world, we have groups, organizations that you can get involved with. I would like at this time to ask any alumni that are in the stands up here observing today, if you're an alumni of Northwest, would you please rise? Would you please stand? And a round of applause for these new alumni members. Thank you. So you're probably asking yourself, okay, I got my diploma, I'm graduated. Dr. Jasinski has conferred you. So what do you need to do to be alumni? First of all, you got to get a hat. You got to learn how to wear it. You promote Northwest in a lot of ways, but the best way that you can promote Northwest as an alumni is to do your job. Whatever that job is, your name is on that resume, and that resume says Northwest Missouri State University, and you are an alumni. You can be proud of that, and you can show people your capacity, not just to be an alumni, but to be a Bearcat no matter where you go. You can mentor young people toward Northwest by informing them of internships and other employment opportunities within your respected fields. Connect with Northwest anytime. Call the Alumni House. They will help you out. You are now ambassadors for this university. Carry that responsibility well. And make sure that you always know that once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. Thank you.
We're going to bring Dr. J back up here in just a minute, but just a few announcements as we close. Please take a minute to text your family to arrange a meeting place after the ceremony if you've not already done so. And don't forget to return your gown within an hour to the Student Rec Center following the recessional. I'd like to congratulate our graduates and thank you guests for your attendance today. Please welcome back Dr. Jasinski for a few closing remarks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark DeBoer is right. his family dates back to 1907 in terms of being Bearcats, and he's right that you are ambassadors of this university. Take that very seriously. Just want to take a moment or two to thank a variety of individuals. First of all, I want to thank our provost, our chief academic officer, Dr. Tim Motet. Tim, can you stand and be recognized? Not just for his leadership, ladies and gentlemen, but we talk about OAB, AAB. Once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. Dr. Tim Motet is going to become the president, University of Colorado State University, Pueblo, this year. So go on and lead, but be a Bearcat, Tim. Thank you very much. I would like to thank our color guard, our musicians who are just so fantastic, our faculty marshals, banner carriers, our University Police Department, our MC, Dr. Matt Walker, and of course, Commencement Coordinator Gina Bradley and her entire team, along with our University Marketing Communication Group. Please give them a round of applause. Graduates, you've turned your tassels, you've received your diplomas, you've received great advice from Dr. Karen Daniel. You are now Northwest alumni, those ambassadors. You are part of a cherished and unbelievably supportive Bearcat network that celebrates a long, long tradition of excellence, and you will carry that on. Use that network, stay in touch, tell us what you're up to, stay connected. Ladies and gentlemen, your diploma is testament to your decision to live and work as an educated person. Our society needs you to lead, as Karen said. We need you now more than ever before. On behalf of my wife, Denise, Mrs. J., our Northwest leadership team, our Board of Regents, our faculty and staff, let me say how proud we are of you. Go forth, make Northwest proud as you contribute to the societal good. Go lead the Bearcat way. Congratulations.
Would you please stand as you're able and join in the singing of the Northwest Alma Mater?
Let your voices loudly ringing echo far and near. Songs of praise thy children singing to thy memory dear. Alma Mater, Alma Mater, tender, fair, and true.